no matter the location. From O-A-K-L-A to L-V, I'm a Raider.
Today's mailbag is presented by Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com/Raiders where you can save 20% off and get free shipping. First question is from loyal watcher KC, the Sledge storyteller. Yo, Mitch. Yo, KC. Who leads the defense in interceptions? So, if you'd ask me right now, which you are, I'm going to go with Trayvon Mullen because I just think he gets the most snaps. So, if it's not going to be Trayvon Mullen, I might actually get a little bit gutsy and go with a player like Demarius Randall because the Raiders were really high on Randall. They want to be able to put him back there in the secondary. But at the end of the day, it's going to be really hard to figure out who does because out of the cornerback position, Trayvon Mullen, week 1, has the most experience, and he's played in 10 games because, again, Nevin Lawson is suspended against Carolina. Ricardo E, what's up, brother? How about Dez on a 1-year deal? Seems like he wants to prove himself. So I talked about Dez a little bit, 2 weeks ago. The issue is Dez went to go try out for the Baltimore Ravens, and the Ravens need a lot more help than this Raiders team does, at least at the wide receiver position. He's just not Dez anymore. He's not fully healthy. Ever since that Achilles injury, he's just never going to be the Dez that I think a lot of us maybe grew up loving and watching. I understand that he's a bigger receiver. I get that Tyrell's a bigger dude too. But what are you going to do with Dez? You're going to go out and get him. Will he even make the team? Because y'all can call me crazy. I actually believe right now Marcel Aitman would be a better option than a Dez Bryant at this point in their careers. DaddyDdub, what's up, man? Derek Carr is a top 5 quarterback this year. Knock on wood if you hear 4 Chucky heads, believe it, baby. So, you guys know that I believe in Derek Carr, but to say that he's a top 5 quarterback is just not true at all. I would give that 0 Chucky heads, tuck that. Top 10 quarterback, even that, I can't even say that he's a top 10. Derek is a good quarterback, but right now we are spoiled with unbelievable quarterback play in the NFL. If you were to ask me where is he, I'm going to put him more in that 13 to 15 range. But to say that he's top 5, he's not better. I mean, you got Mahomes, Wilson, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson, Drew Brees. He's not better than any of those guys. So, sorry, homie. I don't know. I don't have a picture, so get one. Do you think Bryan Edwards will take Williams' spot? The answer to that is yes. So, if you're talking about this year, absolutely, because Tyrell Williams is done for this year. He's going to be headed to IR. He's having shoulder surgery. Mitch, get it out in a month from now, so he'll be done for the year. And then in terms of next year, yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense for this team to keep a player who has battled injuries, and if you cut Tyrell next year, it saves you $11.5 million. So we are not going to see Tyrell ever again on the field in a Las Vegas Raiders uniform. Kevin Rogers, Saints open to trading Alvin Kamara. I love Alvin Kamara, and I get the idea of having Kamara and Jacobs seems fun, but that's only realistic in Madden. And if I'm being 100% honest with y'all, we just saw Joe Mixon get 4 years, $48 million. If the original report is true that the Saints were looking for a first-rounder, I'm not giving up a first-round pick for a running back, and I'm also not going to pay him over $12 million when you have Josh Jacobs. It's the exact same argument behind why I didn't want the Raiders to trade for Leonard Fournette. Now, it's a little bit of a different discussion if he's a free agent, which he is. But in terms of Alvin Kamara, no, the Raiders are not going to trade for him. It doesn't make sense. And honestly, if I was Drew Brees and the Saints, I'd be pretty upset. Or if I was Drew Brees, I'd be very upset if my team moved on from Kamara because they're in win-now mode. And as great as a running back as he is, man, no, he's not getting traded to the Raiders. Another running back. Oh, boy, the WinterWolf. Do we sign Leonard Fournette? I would give this one Chucky head. I'm not going to say 0. And the reason why it's not 0 anymore is because the Raiders have been at least looking for a big running back. The fact that they've moved on from Rod Smith and the fact that Lynn Bowden Jr. has been struggling the way he has in terms of at least protecting the quarterback makes it a little bit more of a possibility. But there are a lot of other teams that are more interested in Fournette, and there are a lot of other teams that have bigger holes at running back than Leonard Fournette. If you'd ask me right now, the team that has the biggest need for a running back, probably the Jags. But no, obviously he's not going to go back there. We did make a video on our Chat Sports YouTube channel. You can go check it out, youtube.com/chatsportstv, on some of the top running back on the top destinations for Leonard Fournette. So do you all have sweaty balls? Type Y for yes or type N for no. If you don't know this skit, shame on you. Shame on you, shame on you. So do you have sweaty balls? Type Y for yes, N for no. I personally would type my N for no because this morning I woke up, I did the responsible thing. I used the ball deodorant from Manscaped. And if y'all are in Vegas and your balls are sweaty, y'all need to go to manscaped.com/Raiders where you can save 20% off and get free shipping on some of the best male grooming products out there. The ball deodorant, amazing. The ball toner is like a spritz. You spritz it on there and then you're smelling fresh. It's like cologne for your junk. You know what? They won't call it junk anymore because it's going to smell so good. You can get both of these products with the perfect package. All you got to do to get that deal, y'all, is go to manscaped.com/Raiders. 20% off. Get free shipping. Make sure that y'all never have to deal with sweaty balls ever again. And if you don't know the skit, your homework after watching the Raiders Report is to type in sweaty balls on YouTube. Go check it out. And hey, if they want to become a sponsor of the show, y'all let me know. On Hell, what's up, dude? We release an Amukamara a good or bad decision. I actually think that it's a good decision at this point. Should the Raiders have waited to the season start to see how he played? So this, to me, was more of a Prince Amukamara telling Mike Mayock and telling John Gruden, if y'all aren't going to play me, if you guys are going to go with this youth movement, let me go somewhere else. I think the Raiders respected that, and actually Prince Amukamara's quote on Mike Mayock tells me that he still has respect for them. So in that regard, yes, I do think it's a good decision. Do I think that Prince could have helped this football team, though? Yes, I actually do think so. Matt R., what's up? What are the chances Raekwon McMillan starts over Nicholas Morrow this season? Also, I am seeing some FABs in there, and I also see a super chat, so we'll get some few things pulled up for y'all. In terms of Raekwon McMillan and Nicholas Morrow, you're going to see this Raiders team go a lot with Corey Littleton and Nick Kwiatkowski in two linebacker sets. Look for the Raiders to use McMillan when they believe that the opposing team is going to run the football because that's where his strengths are. Also, Nicholas Morrow has improved. He's improved a lot this year in the passing game. So I also think if they're going to run a 4-3 scheme, if it's a running situation, Raekwon McMillan. If it's going to be a passing situation, then you're going to see them potentially go with a guy like Nicholas Morrow. So I love the questions. Remember, continue to use hashtag Raiders, and you can also super chat to get your questions featured on the show. Raul, what's up, man? Should we cut Williams after this season? Yes. The Raiders are going to cut Williams. It doesn't make any sense for them to hang on to him. You cut Williams and save $11.5 million. So as soon as they went out and drafted Bryan Edwards, as soon as all the hype's been created around him, yeah, you're going to move on from him. So what I want you all to do right now is name a surprise cut candidate because as soon as the news came out that the Raiders were moving on from Prince Amukamara, this is actually a cut candidate prediction that I came up with and that I actually expected as well. So besides Prince Amukamara, if they were to cut Tyrell, I guess it wouldn't surprise me too much now if they want to create an extra spot, if you will. But what I want you all to do right now is type in somebody. Somebody said Rod Smith. He's already been cut. I'm seeing a lot of FABs in there. Seeing LaMarcus Joyner. More FABs are being thrown in there. Hey, if y'all want to type FAB, I'm never going to say no to that. Casey the Sledge Seller says Carl Nassib. You can't cut Carl Nassib because it's going to cost $17 million. And then Brian Savart, remember, if you curse, it gets blocked. What did he say? He said FAB. Y'all are typing it, so guess what we did? We made an FAB shirt just for Raider fans. If y'all want the shirt featured on the screen right now, all you got to do to get it is go to chatsports.com/FAB. Also, it is pinned in the live chat. So if you're looking for the t-shirt throughout the entire live show, it is pinned on the live chat. It's for only $23.99. All these proceeds go support Dylan's fight to get a better haircut. So go to chatsports.com/FAB. Y'all can get it. It's actually, Dylan's got a nice looking haircut. So I kid. All y'all, I know y'all don't like them. If you want a t-shirt that reps it, you can go out and do that. Black Hill Mike, 89. What's up, my man? With Derwin James being out for the season, what are the chances of the Chargers picking up Earl Thomas? So I like this question. This isn't a Raiders question, but obviously this impacts the Las Vegas Raiders. With Derwin James being out, it obviously is going to hurt this team, right? I mean, the Chargers losing one of their best defensive players, never going to help. But Anthony Lynn did go out and say, well, hey, we get told all the time we have a great defense. Why would I be interested in Earl Thomas? My response to that is like, what is a coach supposed to say? Do they have a lot of depth? Yes. But if there is one team that is haunted by injuries, man, it has to be the Los Angeles Chargers. But do I think they go out and get Earl Thomas? No, I actually don't think so. Let's go to the next man, Michael Martinez. What's up, my man? Do you think that the Raiders should put Lynn Bowden as a quarterback on the 53 and then keep Riddick and Booker? I mean, realistically, that thought process doesn't make sense because it still counts as an extra body. Yes, they want to play him as this Taysom Hill type role, but if you keep him as a quarterback, it still counts as one player, right? Now, you could say by keeping him at quarterback, you move on from Nathan Peterman. That creates an extra spot, which I think is interesting, but I personally wouldn't keep both Riddick and Booker. I don't think that makes a whole lot of sense. If you want more of a pass-catching running back, you keep Theo. If you want somebody that plays more of a DeAndre Washington-type role, you end up keeping Devontae Booker. But with Lynn Bowden, his biggest use this year is actually going to be on special teams. He's going to be the starting kick returner this upcoming season. Next question coming in here, and remember to use hashtag Raiders or you can super chat. And if you guys have any questions, and if I miss any of your questions, you can always hit me up on Instagram or on Twitter. I'm at Mitchell Renz 365. Dennis Jones, what's up, my dude? Out of all the available free agents, who would you like to see in a Raiders uniform? I mean, it's got to be Jadeveon Clowney, and the reason why it's Jadeveon Clowney is because he's the best one, and he does fit at least a need for this team. However, the only way I would go out and get Jadeveon is if the Raiders can sign him for a one-year deal that is incentives-based. So let's just say he wants to make up to $20 million. I'm going to give him like 10, 11, 12 million with incentives of his ability to potentially get up to 20. Because if he plays and he doesn't take plays off and he doesn't sit out for injuries, he's a very good player. Has he ever had a 10-plus sack season? No. But his numbers don't actually indicate how good of a football player he truly is. He's got to pass his physicals, and Mike Mayock, John Gruden, and the team has to be fully behind it. So those are the only ways I do it. But if you were to ask me some other potential players, like Leonard Fournette, not really interested in him. Logan Ryan, he went to the Giants. And then Earl Thomas is a locker room cancer, and we're pretty set at safety. So I'm going to go with Jadeveon Clowney. If this is the first time you're watching the Raiders Report live, well, welcome. Maybe you're not subscribed yet. I do know right now we have 860 people watching this live show, and I know not all of y'all are subscribed. And I know not all of y'all know that we go live every single Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. So I'm going to ask a little bit of a favor here. I want you to hit that big red button that says subscribe. I'm trying to get to 51,000 subs by the end of this live video. So if I can do that, I would definitely appreciate that. More subs means I can continue to do free videos, we can do more live videos, and then we can also do more giveaways to the nation. So if you haven't already, click that big red button, set your notification because we go live every single Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. Raider Nation, what's going on? Is this the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube? For Chucky Heads, believe it, baby. And if you haven't already, subscribe right here. I'm giving you Chucky Heads, news, rumors, Raider Nation rumors. And look at this, I'm making your life easier. Check out my next video. Thanks for watching, and go Raiders.